All right, folks, grab your popcorn, your soda, a hazmat suit, and maybe a priest, because we're about to dive into a house so abandoned it makes my Wi-Fi signal look like it's training for the Olympics. This place is a disaster zone of biblical proportions, like a tornado, a hurricane, a bad DIY project, my aunt's meatloaf recipe, and a sci-fi apocalypse had a wild party and forgot to hire a cleanup crew. Cracked walls that look like they're auditioning for a post-apocalyptic movie. Spooky vibes that could make a horror flick jealous. And I'm pretty sure I just saw a ghost photobomb my selfie in the living room. I mean, this house is so creepy, it could charge admission as a haunted attraction. The windows? Shattered, like my dreams of winning the lottery. The doors? Barely hanging on like my last shred of patience during a family reunion. The ceiling? It's raining indoors, and not in a romantic movie way. But here's the deal. We're not just fixing this place, we're turning this haunted heap into a palace that'll make your jaw drop. Where there's dust, I make it dazzle. Where there's despair, I bring the flare. I'm talking a glow-up so epic it could star in its own reality show. Get ready for a wild 10-minute ride because we're about to make HGTV, DIY Network, and every home renovation influencer out there jealous. Let's roll up our sleeves and do this. Let's take a grand, slightly terrifying, probably life-endangering tour of this nightmare mansion. First up, the walls. These things are sadder than my bank account after a Black Friday sale, crumbling like my attempts to stick to a New Year's resolution. The mold? Oh, it's not just mold, it's practically running for mayor, got its own campaign posters, and probably a 5-star Yelp review for persistence. The roof? More holes than a bad alibi, letting in rain, squirrels, stray cats, and maybe some intergalactic radio signals. I'm waiting for ET to phone home or at least send a text. The floor? I'm convinced it's hiding pirate treasure, or at least a decade's worth of dirt, regret, and maybe a lost sock or two. Let's talk about the kitchen, giving full-on horror movie set vibes. The sink's so grimy it could audition for a zombie flick, and I found a spoon so rusty it's probably got its own fan club, a podcast, and a Patreon page. The cabinets? Falling apart faster than my attempts to assemble IKEA furniture. The fridge? I opened it, and I'm pretty sure it hissed at me. Moving on to the bathroom, oh boy, it smells like a swamp monster's gym locker after a double workout session in July. I'm certain something growled at me from the drain, and I'm not sticking around to find out what. The bedroom's no better. Looks like it hosted a vampire convention, and nobody bothered to vacuum up the glitter or the cobwebs. The living room? More like the barely surviving room with cobwebs so thick I could knit a sweater and start a fashion line. The staircase? Every step creaks like it's telling me to turn back now. The backyard? A jungle of weeds so wild it could swallow a lawnmower whole and spit out the blades. Even the rats left a note. We're done. Good luck. You're gonna need it. But me? I'm the lunatic who looks at this chaos and sees a dream home waiting to shine. Grab your hard hats, folks, because we're about to make some serious magic happen. And I'm not backing down from this challenge. Step 1. Unleash the chaos like it's my birthday, and the piñata stuffed with glitter and bad decisions. I'm grabbing my hammer, channeling my inner Hulk, Thor, and maybe a bit of Wreck-It Ralph, smashing this place like it personally insulted my grandma's cooking. Watch these walls crumble faster than my self-control at an all-you-can-eat buffet, or my Wi-Fi during a Zoom call. Poof! Dust everywhere. I'm basically a human snow globe, coughing my way to glory and probably needing a mask by now. Next up, the trash haul. Oh boy, there's so much junk I could start a landfill, a flea market, a reality show called What Even Is This? And maybe an eBay store. Old boots with holes big enough to be a fashion statement, a broken chair that looks like it lost a fight with a lawnmower, a lamp that's seen better days, like maybe the 1980s, and, wait for it, a flip phone from 2003, still blinking like it's hoping for a text from its ex. This house is a time machine of terrible choices, and I'm the archaeologist digging through it. The wiring? A total disaster. Looks like a toddler tried wiring it with wet spaghetti while blindfolded and listening to heavy metal. We're ripping it all out, because nobody's getting electrocuted on my watch, unless it's by my sheer charisma, which is pretty shocking if I do say so myself. Oh, and let's talk about my new roommate, a spider so big it could star in a sci-fi blockbuster, or at least get its own Netflix special. I named him Steve, but he's not paying rent, so he's got to hit the road. The plumbing's no better. Pipes so rusty they're practically auditioning for a steampunk movie or a museum exhibit. Every swing of this hammer, every pile of debris we haul out is one step closer to turning this dump into a masterpiece. We're not just renovating, we're rewriting this house's entire life story, giving it a redemption arc worthy of a Hollywood blockbuster. Let's keep this chaos train chugging full speed ahead.
Now we're getting somewhere, folks, and it's starting to feel like a miracle. This place is finally looking like a house actual humans might live in, not just ghosts, rogue raccoons, or that one creepy doll I found in the attic. The floors are going in, and they're so shiny I can see my bad life choices reflecting back at me, like that time I tried to taste the rainbow with expired yogurt, or thought I could pull off skinny jeans. Fresh paint's hitting the walls, and it smells like victory. Or maybe just discount paint from the clearance bin, but who's keeping score? The kitchen's getting a glow-up so epic it deserves its own Oscar, Emmy, and maybe a Grammy for style. New cabinets so sleek they're practically winking at me, a sink that doesn't look like it's plotting world domination, and a countertop begging for a viral TikTok cooking video. I'm talking avocado toast, smoothie bowls, and maybe even a fancy charcuterie board. The appliances? Ooh, we've got a fridge that doesn't hiss, a stove that actually works, and a dishwasher that's ready to make your life easier. The bathroom? It's gone from swamp creature hideout to budget spa you'd brag about on social media. New tiles so clean, I'm tempted to have a picnic on them. Okay, maybe not, but you get the idea. The shower so nice it makes you want to sing like you're in a shampoo commercial. And the mirror? Big enough to practice your best selfie angles. The bedroom's vibe is now cozy Netflix marathon central, instead of haunted attic where nightmares go to retire. We're installing new windows that actually keep the rain out, doors that don't creak like they're auditioning for a horror movie soundtrack, and lighting that doesn't flicker like a bad sci-fi effect. The living room's getting new drywall, a ceiling fan that doesn't look like it's about to take flight, and a vibe that says, "Welcome home," instead of "run away." And don't sleep on the garden out back. We're planting flowers, shrubs, a couple of trees, and maybe my hopes for a green thumb. I'm basically a botanist now, or at least I'm faking it till I make it. The front porch is getting a facelift too, with a new railing and a spot for a rocking chair, because every dream home needs a place to sip lemonade and judge the neighbors. This house is coming alive, and I'm out here living my best renovation life, feeling like a home improvement superhero.
All right, people, brace yourselves for the moment you've been waiting for, the big reveal that's going to blow your mind. Drumroll, please. Boom! Behold the glow-up of the century, maybe the millennium, possibly the entire history of home renovations. This house went from zombie apocalypse bunker to I'm selling my old place and moving in yesterday vibes. Feast your eyes on this kitchen. Modern, sleek, ready for your TikTok pancake flips, viral smoothie bowl tutorials, and maybe even a cooking show audition. The bedroom, so cozy it's practically wrapping you in a warm blanket through the screen, begging for a Netflix marathon or a 12-hour nap. The bathroom's giving 5-star hotel energy, with a shower that makes you want to sing like you're in a shampoo commercial and a vanity that's ready for your morning skincare routine. The living room, it's now the kind of place where you'd host a game night, a book club, or just binge-watch your favorite series without worrying about the walls collapsing mid-episode. The garden, bees are throwing a full-on festival out there, probably with tiny flower crowns and a DJ booth. The front porch is ready for rocking chairs, iced tea, and sunset vibes. All this for under 10 grand? Yep, you heard me right. Less than what some people spend on a fancy vacation. This place was a total wreck, a disaster zone, a one-way ticket to Nopeville. But now it's a masterpiece that could grace the cover of a home decor magazine or star in its own Pinterest board. If I can turn this dump into an oasis, what's stopping you from tackling your own chaos? I'm out here living my HGTV dreams, swinging hammers and chasing glory, and I'm not stopping anytime soon. So, what do you think of this absolutely bonkers glow-up? Don't be stingy, smash that like button like it's a crumbling wall, share this with your friend who's living in a worse mess than this was, and follow for more wild renovations that'll make your jaw drop to the floor. Got an abandoned house I should tackle next? Drop it in the comments, because I'm nuts enough to try anything, and I've got a hammer with big dreams and a heart full of chaos.